I join the Prime Minister in paying tribute to the soldier from the Royal Gurkha Rifles who died in Musakala? We should honour his memory. And can I also join the Prime Minister in congratulating Barack Obama on his stunning victory in the American elections? I'd also like to pay tribute to John McCain, not least for the gracious way in which he conceded. This is a really important moment. To have gone from the horror of segregation to the election of a black president in just 4 decades is an incredible transformation, and it shows that the United States is a beacon of hope and opportunity and change. I read this morning that the Prime Minister has sent a message to the President-elect. Presumably it wasn't, "This is no time for an office."
What I said was that serious times needed serious people. Once again, he's proved he's not serious.
The Labour Party, you've made your strategic choice. It's called more of the same, and it's sitting in front of you. You killed change when you bottled that election, and you buried change when you appointed Peter Mandelson.
The right honourable gentleman knows the traditions of the House. I'm not responsible for these matters. Order. Please be quiet. Let the right honourable gentleman speak.
Mr. Speaker, back to the business in hand. This week, the European Commission said that Britain is facing a deeper recession next year than the United States, than Japan, or any major EU economy. The Prime Minister kept telling us that Britain was better prepared to face the recession. In fact, we are the worst prepared. Why was he wrong?
Mr. Speaker, this is the only time he's quoted the European Commission in. I have to say to him that the reason why we are better prepared than other countries is that for years we have had low interest rates. We are now getting inflation down, and it will come down in the next year. We have high levels of employment, higher than almost every other major industrial country, and we can come through this. At the same time, corporate balance sheets are strong outside the financial sector and not in the position they were when he was the advisor to the Chancellor in 1992. And I have to say to him, we are taking the long-term decisions about this country, on nuclear power, on energy, on infrastructure, on planning, but we are not supported by the party opposite.
The Prime Minister cannot hide from this. If we're better prepared, why is our recession forecast to be deeper? For years, he stood there reading out lists of countries he told us we were beating. Yet, according to the Commission, our recession will be... Our recession next year will be worse than in Germany, France, Italy, Sweden, Spain, Greece or the United States. In fact, there are just 2 countries that we're going to do better than, Estonia and Latvia. They escaped the grip of Stalin, we're still in it. Now, just this weekend, he told the people, once again, he said Britain is better prepared. Why did he get it wrong?
I said that Britain is better prepared because of the reasons I've just given him. He doesn't understand that when we rejected his policies and made the Bank of England independent and took the right course, we have had 10 years of economic growth. We have had 10 years of stability, 10 years where 3 million jobs have been created. And if he wants to compare the recent figures on the European Union, Germany was in negative growth in the second quarter, France was in negative growth in the second quarter, Italy was in negative growth in the second quarter, Ireland is in negative growth. We were not in negative growth in the second quarter.